Julian Greeding here from Bellingham Ford Lincoln with some exciting news. The order banks have opened for the 2023 models and we have great deals for you. Ford F-150, Bronco Sport or Ranger, and we will lock in your price, lock in your 500 rebate and lock in your interest rate at 2.9 for 60 months on approval of credit. Custom build the vehicle you want and don't worry about price increases or rate hikes. Come see us at Bellingham Ford Lincoln on 1820 James Street or at bellinghamfordlincoln.com.
Hey, this is BJ. Thanks for listening to our show's podcast. If you're a fan of all things geeky, you should check out my other podcast, BJ Shea's Geek Nation. We have new episodes every day, and you can check it out at bjgeeknation.com.
Your home is going into foreclosure and you feel like a financial wreck. You don't know where to turn for accurate information. I'm bankruptcy attorney Travis Gagne. Let's talk about some legal options. If we work quickly, we can propose a plan to save your home, modify the loan, or in many cases even eliminate your second mortgage. The consultation is free. I've helped hundreds of people just like you make informed decisions about whether to save their home or exit it on a reasonable, organized timeline. The chapter you choose sets the tone for the next chapter of your life. Please contact me today at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com.
99.9 KISW, the Rock of Seattle. Pain in the Grass. It is back.
Yes, sir.
I'm talking about 3 big days, okay? Look, I knew what you were saying. You're all like, can we get back to concerts? Can we finally do it, this damn pandemic? We said, sure. And you know what? We're not just going to, like, half-ass this. We're going to give you 3 gigantic days because, well, we got a lot to make up for.
We missed our 50th anniversary party, so let's have a big one for the 51st anniversary of The Rock.
All Labor Day weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. You've got the likes of Incubus, Alice in Chains, Sammy Hagar and The Circle. And all 3 days really highlight different parts of KISW's history, if you ask me.
And we also sprinkle in a little bit of the great local music that's going on right now from Glenn Cannon and The Damage Done, Always Naked. Spike and the Impaler is going to be a part of it. Wyatt Only in the Wreckage.
It is so fun to have Spike and the Impaler's part of Pain in the Grass. It really, really is. Tickets are on sale right now at Ticketmaster. And we do have a limited number of tickets to the BJ and Migs party, so make sure you get them before they sell out. If you want some more info, you know where to go, KISW.com.
Let's play Beat Migs. It's time to play the game. Yeah! Scream his name. Beat Migs. Don't be a loser. Whoa! Beat Migs. You're a loser.
It is time for Beat Migs, but it's Wednesday, so let's do some whacking instead.
Whack it.
Let me see everybody do their Mr. Wacky then.
All right.
Woo! Whack it.
I have a feeling it's going to be a sugar rush Wednesday, actually, at this point in time, because we all just had a bunch of ice cream.
I'm riding pretty high right now, boys.
Yeah, and I've really given up on sugar for the most part in my life now. So this is the first sugar I've had in about a week.
And you just had a bunch of different ice creams.
Yeah, we got a big video. We'll be out on our social media pages where I got to experience a root beer float for the first time in my entire life.
And it was
so amazing.
It was amazing just how Steve went on this journey.
The transformation, the initial,
that's
and
all we're
then
gonna
all
say.
the way through onto it. Yeah, you got to check out the socials when you get to see it.
And you get to see how impatient BJ is to find out what I think. I barely put the thing in my mouth, and he's like, what do you think? And I'm like, I don't even know.
And then afterwards, he had the root beer float.
So yeah, check out our socials soon. It'll be up there to see Steve's first experience with a root beer float.
It's must-watch social media viewing.
Yeah, sure. Let's get to our contestant today. We got Alonzo in Des Moines. Alonzo, are you there?
Yes.
All right, Steve, get out of here. Goodbye. Hold on. For those playing at home, Alonzo will have 60 seconds to answer 10 questions. Alonzo, you can pass all you want, but you will only get 3 guesses per question. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Which actor was in How I Met Your Mother and Harold and Kumar Go to White Castle?
That would be MPH, Neil Patrick Harris.
Yes. In the healthcare field, what does the T stand for with EMT?
Technician?
Yes. George H.W. Bush served as VP under which president?
George W. was... Oh, gosh. Let me pass that one.
What color parka does Kenny wear on South Park?
Orange.
Yes. The first Winter Olympics were in what decade of the 20th century?
The 1920s.
Yes. Which rapper starred in Are We There Yet and Barbershop?
Ice Cube.
Yes. Who wrote How the Grinch Stole Christmas?
Dr. Seuss.
Yes. Which Friends star was also in the Scream franchise?
That would be... pass.
What letter is between the R and the Y on a standard keyboard?
T.
Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 correct.
All right, it's a respectable game.
Yeah, it's a pretty good one. Also, there's been a lot of sevens today because that was the score that tied earlier.
Lucky 7.
Go bet on something, Rev.
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
No. I will play the lotto though. All right, because it's both of them over 200 million now, and I need that money.
Put some sevens in there.
Yeah, I gotta go. Yeah, you got to.
Here comes the new rapper on the scene, Rudy B.
Oh yeah, Rudy B.
Because he loves to float, you know. So.
I got to go for that reason, too.
Are you ready?
Yes, sir.
Oh, yeah!
Which actor was in How I Met Your Mother and Harold and Kumar Go to White Castle?
NPH, Neil Patrick Harris.
Yes, in the healthcare field. What does the T stand for with EMT?
Trajectory.
No.
Technician.
Yes.
That's it.
George H.W. Bush served as VP under which president?
How's your math?
Well, Ronald Reagan.
Yes. What color park does Kenny wear on South Park?
It's orange.
Yes. The first Winter Olympics were in what decade of the 20th century?
1900s.
No.
1910s.
No.
The 20s.
Yes.
Nice.
Which
Wow.
rapper starred in Are We There Yet in Barbershop?
Oh, Ice Cube.
Yes. Who wrote How the Grinch Stole Christmas?
Dr. Seuss.
Yes. Which Friends star was also in the Scream franchise?
Courtney Cox.
Yes. What letter is between the R and the Y on a standard keyboard?
S.
No.
T.
Yes.
Oh.
In
Nice.
what city did the MLB's Braves franchise first begin?
New York.
No.
San Francisco.
No.
Milwaukee.
Not Milwaukee. That wasn't my guess.
That wasn't your guess.
I'm going to go with New York.
No, you said in New York
Yeah, that's
already,
twice,
so good
yeah.
job there.
New Jersey.
No, New
Alonso.
Jersey.
Yeah.
Steve, you get 9 correct and the win.
We should give Alonso something. He was kind of right.
97.
Oh, damn.
He was kind of right about that. The
Yeah.
Braves were in Milwaukee before Atlanta, but that wasn't their first place because Steve is disrespectful and doesn't understand where
The
all...
Boston Braves.
That's
right. I forgot that.
Yeah, they were Milwaukee Braves too as well. I remember seeing that on the list.
Oh, well, sorry, Alonso. Nice game, though, buddy.
Yeah, he did pretty good.
Thank you.
Have a good day.
But he got whacked by the best.
Whack it.
The biggest root beer float fanatic in town.
You know, maybe that's my thing.
Oh, you need one every morning before every beat mix.
Yeah, that's it.
I might start needing to start ordering some extra large shirts again.
It'll bulk you up.
Yeah. Bulking season. Root beer floats.
Yeah, so the only one you missed you did figure out was from Boston. Yep, the Braves started there.
That's right, man.
Yep, congratulations on your win.
Thank you.
Nice going, Stevie.
Thank you.
By the way, NPH News very, very excited. He's going to be in the Doctor Who world, which I'm very, very happy about.
What's he doing? Is he the doctor?
He's not going to be the Doctor, but he looks like he is going to be playing. Some people are speculating he's going to be playing a legendary character that was introduced in the '60s, like when the show first started. I don't know if that's true, but that's there's a big 60th anniversary about to happen. And that's why they're having a big special with a bunch of people in it, including Neil Patrick Harris. It'll be broadcast sometime next year.
Oh, it's weird seeing him look old.
Yeah.
I don't know how else to describe it. You know what I mean? Because I know he's not. He's obviously making him look older than he is. Not that he's super young or anything like that, but it's just weird seeing him look that old.
I'm looking forward to this, man. I'm so excited to have NPH in my world.
Yeah, and Deadline is saying that he is going to join as the, quote, greatest enemy ever faced.
Ooh, okay. That's
I don't know what that means, but it sounds big.
and it's going to be big because I think this is Jodie's last run. For folks that know the Doctor, she's the first female Doctor in history, and this I believe will be her last episode as the Doctor, and I believe she'll regenerate in this one and turn into the new dude.
Oh.
Which is in Kutigata, I believe, or in Chuti. I don't know how to pronounce his first name. I hear so many different versions, but he's the friend of I don't know his name, but he's on Sex Education, and he's really good. He plays the gay kid on Sex Education.
Okay.
Yeah, and so this is gonna be great. I'm very, very excited for this.
Someone's like, did BJ do a Reagan impression before Steve answered? That's not fair to the caller. That was me that did the Reagan impression.
Yeah, that wasn't me.
Yeah, no, you did
I'm
fuzzy.
just as good at Reagan impressions as BJ.
Yeah, BJ said fuzzy math, which was a quote from George Bush during the time.
And it was actually George, his kid. It wasn't actually from George W. So I got
the wrong one.
I got
I didn't even realize.
Yeah, it was George. It wasn't his dad. It was him. So I got the whole thing wrong.
Well, that's me.
And now I think people are. I think I'm getting. And I think I got the whole Doctor Who thing wrong too, because I think this anniversary special is going to be happening after her. I got everything wrong today. I can't figure. Just, you know what? I am right about NPH. He's going to be on.
He's going to be in a thing soon. He looks old. And he's
I'm right about that.
That's all you need
but
to know.
Everything else I said probably is completely wrong, including fuzzy math.
I feel like I'm in your brain for like a weird choose your adventure, and I just want to turn around and be like, "Hi, pass.
You should go.
I'm out.
You should leave.
Where's the ear? Let me out."
Yeah. But what we can take home for this is NPH will be on Doctor Who.
Yes.
That's all you need to know. And the rest of it, I don't know. Oh, man. So here's what I do want to tell you, which is pretty big news. Where a lot of us were waiting for season 2 of the Squid Game, which I've seen. There's a teaser trailer out a little bit for it.
I've never seen season 1.
I can't go.
I got one episode through.
I am surprised both of you didn't give it a shot because it's really modern day times.
Well, it's kind of like a Black Mirror, but like a full on thing, right?
But it's a good mystery. It's also a mystery. I mean, and it's well done. I think it's very, very well done. I'm really surprised both of you didn't give it a shot. Now, granted, I don't think your wife would dig it.
Yeah, in the game of trying to find things that my wife and I both enjoy, and I knew she wouldn't enjoy that, but then I have a very small window of things I can watch when it's just me by myself, and that did not seem like one that I wanted to waste my time on.
You know what? It's funny, too, that you say that, because my girlfriend's she always wants to watch new shows, but she read the premise to that one, and she's just like, I don't think that I want to watch this. I think it's going to put me in a bad state, like mind state, of what the world is.
Yeah.
I was like, you know what? That's actually true. I don't want to watch it either.
Well, it's interesting you say that because, it is that. But it also had hope. I mean, in a way, I kind of felt a little bit better about humanity after watching Squid Games, if you can believe that, because there is a lot on there that would make you go, what the F? But how about Netflix is creating a real-life Squid Game competition?
That's not surprising.
And they're hyping it as the biggest reality competition ever. Frankly, if they don't do like the real game to all the losers, I really don't know why.
People die on this show?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
What could go wrong?
It's called Squid Game, the challenge, and it's going to have 456 players competing in a series of games for a chance to win $4.56 million. And because that was the number of players on the fictional show, 456.
Okay.
And in the total prize in South Korean currency was 45.6 billion won, and that's more than 38 million in U.S. money. So they're not going to get to win that much. But
so just I'm phone though with the 4, 5, and 6 numbers for this. Okay.
Netflix is saying it's the biggest cash payout in any sort of competition history, though. When you think of all the survivors and games like that.
Huh.
You know, people watch it all like crazy, though.
I'd rather watch The Floor is Lava.
Or Wipeout.
Dude, but 456 players, though, and just it's a frenzy if they make it anything like Squid Game. Because if they do the Squid Games themselves, I mean, they were pretty entertaining. Of course, again, the way they lost was, not cool, but... Right. Yeah. So they say there aren't many details on how this new Squid Game's real show is going to be, except that it's a massive competition and social experiment. Huh. And if you want to join, here's the deal. Go to squidgamecasting.com.
Yeah,
Danny, come on.
Yeah, you're kind of athletic.
Come on, Danny.
No.
Do it.
No, I'm
Do
good.
it.
Come on, you can do a tug of war.
Yeah,
That's what that shows in the trailer.
And like Steve said, not a surprise because Squid Game is still #1 stream show with 1.65 billion hours viewed in its first 28 days. And I think a big part of it is because it's Korean, so therefore you get that audience and any other audience that you wouldn't normally get just for an English-speaking show.
Yeah,
so that
an
helps.
International audience on that one, for
as
sure,
well as, and of course, us Americans also were like, this is a great show. Mm-hmm. Stranger Things is in it #2. It has 781 million hours viewed already, only been out for 17 days. So congratulations to all of them.
We just tried watching a new show. It's not on Netflix, but it's on Peacock. I don't know if you've seen Craig Robinson's new show.
Whoa, Craig Robinson.
Really?
Whoa, I like Craig Robinson.
It's pretty entertaining. I mean, we've only one episode in. It's called Killing It, and it's a comedy. And it's got bad words in it, which makes it even more awesome.
Vicky, would you email that to me? Because I'm always looking for comedies to watch with my wife.
And they call it like a rags to riches sitcom about class and capitalism. But it's pretty entertaining. So
Craig
far,
Robinson
Craig Robinson's awesome.
He's great. And
yes.
I think we had him on the show, and he was really a good dude.
He was awesome.
Right? Yeah. Anything Craig does, I'm happy to promote because he's really talented.
Yeah, it seems it's very out there. It's from the makers of Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Oh, that's not bad.
So, but like you said, Craig Robinson, him just reading anything right from the get-go, it's just like his character cracked you up.
And your wife likes it?
She fell asleep on it. But
okay, that's better than her saying I don't want to see it again.
Right. So that's why we didn't watch any more episodes.
Okay, good.
So far, so good.
All right. It's very important.
She fell asleep unwillingly to it. How about that?
Oh,
it wasn't
so
like
she
one of those
really
things where she
wanted
just closed her eyes because she was sick of this crap, like sometimes she'll do.
I have to tell you right now, I mean, there are people out there, because we tell stories about your wife and how you guys fall asleep the way you do. Man, there are so many people that are envious of that you guys can just fall asleep. You have a method.
Yeah, it's called a 2.5-year-old that doesn't take naps.
Yeah,
I mean, just if you have a hard time sleeping, have a child.
Yeah,
that's true.
It really works out just one. Like right now, Danny, I'm sure he's not getting much sleep with Lily back in town
at all.
Yeah,
no sleep at all. And every time I'm like,
go.
Yeah, and to the point of where she's falling asleep on me, and I'm like, you need to take a nap.
No,
or you need to go to bed. And she's like, no, I'm good. Let's watch Shrek again. And I'm like, okay, here we go.
Yeah, and then they FaceTime me. I'm like, dude, I'm not Shrek. Watch the show itself.
Yeah.
It's weird.
But I think Danny, he wants it to be special. So why not have real Shrek talk to her?
Right.
She did. We left the studio the other day, and she was like, "I didn't know you work with Shrek."
Yeah, she's like, that was so cool.
Somebody once told me. Yeah.
Wow,
that's what happened.
It is time for Listeners on the Loose. Yes. You probably think to yourself right now, I know I have a better topic than what those idiots are talking about.
Prove it.
All right. Yeah. Prove it. Pick the topic. Guide this show at 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999. We'll take your calls. We'll take your texts at 917 on The Rock.
BJ and Migs. Mornings on The Rock. 99.9 KISW.
99.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle. It's Listeners on the Loose. Brought to you by Snoqualmie Casino. Listeners on the Loose, where you pick the topic, you guide the show. 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999. So listen, when you do get through, make sure you follow Steve's rule.
It's a simple rule, BJ, and that's to show some energy and bring it. Otherwise, we're going to have to gong you. And then say goodbye.
Goodbye, old friend.
206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999.
Oh, someone needs our advice.
Well, we are the people.
It says, BJ Miggs, I just got dumped because the guy I was seeing had a dog that did not like me.
Oh.
For whatever reason, the dog would growl every time that I came around, and it was so bad that he had to put his dog in another room when I was staying over. Where after about 3 weeks of this going on, he said, look, it's just not working out. I can't continue to be with somebody where my dog doesn't seem to like that person. I really like the guy, and I'm wondering if there's anything I can do. Do you guys have any suggestions?
I
bring dog treats?
Rub bacon on your shoes.
Ooh. Oh. Yeah.
Move on.
Oh, what the hell's wrong?
What kind of unreasonable suggestion is that, Rev?
If he's not into you as much as he's into his dog, which is an acceptable thing. You guys aren't married, so bye.
Man, I don't know. I feel like there's there's got to be some kind of a book, winning over dogs for dummies or something like that. I feel like there's a romantic comedy that's just waiting to be made.
I think you're right. There are some people that would say your dog is probably sensing danger and I'd follow the dog.
Yeah. Are you a bad person? The texter needs to ask themselves that.
That's the thing.
Because if you are, that might be the problem.
Rev does make a good point. They even wrote a book about it. Somebody did called He's Not That Into You. There's nothing to do to get somebody to like you. And you shouldn't have to. If the guy's like, look, I'd rather be with who wants to be with somebody that makes that choice? I, myself, not being a pet person, I'd be like, thank you for letting me know that you are not the one for me.
I don't know, man. There's no book that says my dog's just not into you, though. I mean, because the person.
Well, if that is a book, they're selling that in Enumclaw. Hey, sorry.
That's a horse, not a dog.
Yeah, you're right. I
get your facts straight.
I don't want to mix stereotypical.
I mean, how old's the dog? I mean, maybe it's something.
How old's the dog? You mean what? Wait it out?
Yeah,
maybe.
Wait it out.
It's not the worst idea.
You're like, hey, I'll visit you when your dog crosses the Rainbow Bridge.
Oh.
No? Well, probably not going to go over well.
I mean, probably not.
Give it time. Well, I guess it's too late. He dumped you. In case you can't do anything. Red's probably right. Just move on.
Thank you for that.
Yeah.
I'm biting my tongue. I'm biting my tongue so much on this because you know how I feel about animals. And I think that if you really had a person, here's what I also believe. I believe if he really was crazy about you, that dog would not be an issue. So you know he's not that into you. And Rev hit it on the head because, you know, you go, okay, the dog all of a sudden would be the problem for me if I really, really like somebody, but the dog kept being a pain in the butt. I'd be pissed at the dog.
So when I first started dating my wife, she had a dog that was overprotective. We got married. The dog still had problems with me, so it was my job to feed him every day. After about a month of this, he was my little bitch from Joe Dredd.
Oh, wow. Well, you know, good for you, Joe. I think it's different. I think dudes somehow relate more to dogs than women. You know, guys, I think, have more of a dog brain. So I feel like a dog. If it was reversed, like in Joe's situation, I think you could find a way to bro down with the dog. But I think this woman, you know what? You can find somebody that doesn't give you that lame excuse.
One text has a good point. Says, hey, start an OnlyFans. Make them jealous.
Oh, wow. That's what we're
that escalated quickly.
Oh, man. Rather than just maybe...
Yeah, it feels like that could be an answer for a lot of things.
Yeah, all right. I mean, whatever you got to do to feel good about yourself, I suppose.
Or one texter says, relocate the dog when he's not home. Then swoop in to comfort him on his lost dog.
Oh, that's a horrible human being.
That is a wonderful way to start a solid relationship.
Oh, that reminded me of a thing I read on the internet.
Oh, boy.
Oh, dear.
This guy was asking, like, am I the a-hole? His girlfriend, now wife, had this cat that was just awful to everyone. Horrible, horrible cat, scratching, hissing, not cuddly or anything. And the girlfriend went out of town, and so he had to watch the cat. He went and got another cat that looked exactly like it, and, you know, donated the cat.
Switcheroo?
Did the switcheroo, and she never found out.
No, she didn't.
She has
no
to.
way. There's no way. This is a make-em-up.
Because it's like, yeah, you know, I started training her and everything.
How long did you have the trainer for?
Like, well, while she was out.
How do you train her to be like, I'm going to teach you how to be like the other cat?
Yeah.
No. He said that he trained her original cat to be nicer and cuddlier. And so she was just excited to have a cat that was really sweet now.
How do you not know that's not the... And I mean, I would think I would know it wasn't the same cat, wouldn't I?
But, like, would you really assume, like, could my partner really have gotten rid of my cat and just got another one? Who would have assumed that crazy story?
That's ridiculous.
It's so ridiculous. I mean, it happened, according to this person, but...
It's on the internet, right?
It's on the internet, so everything's true, right?
But you would... Rev, if someone swapped out Frank, I think you would know.
Frank or Carl, absolutely.
Even if they looked exactly the same.
I've got a confession.
100%.
What's that?
We swapped out Rev. None of you ever knew, did you?
I know, yeah.
Completely. That's not the guy that did that.
Wow.
It's a whole
So that
different guy.
whole shaving his face thing that we did on the air.
That was a new guy.
That was the way to make the transition.
That's how we did it. That's how we did the whole time. I had to grow this beard, this stupid beard that I hate.
That was the classic Coke spot you guys did.
Yeah.
It was switcheroo.
Oh, yeah, buddy. Yeah, see? You know what? Stranger things have happened on the internet. Wow. It is Listeners on the Loose. You pick the topic. You guide the show. 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999.
So my wife told me one time before we got married that I needed to get rid of my dog. I told her she goes before the mutt. Oh. Well, it worked out.
Yeah. You said wife.
Yeah. Well, oh, yeah. So how'd that work out? Yeah, I'd like to know how
she backed down.
I guess you're right.
Learn to love the pet, man.
Yeah. Don't give me them ultimatums.
That's a fact.
You don't like the answer I'm going to give you.
Yeah, so right. Texter, let us know what the wife thinks of the dog these days, because that's a tough way to start a relationship where it's like, you know, she's already pissed about something that's there. And then it's tough to ask someone to get rid of their pet. That's a tough thing, too.
All right, someone has an important question.
All right, I'm here.
So say, if someone doesn't have the socials, can we still get an idea of what you guys thought about the root beer float? Yeah.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
Spoiler alert, in case you haven't watched
Why don't you have the socials? Come on, step up to the 2000s.
I'm sure this person's living a way more charmed life without the socials.
Oh, my gosh, yeah, right.
That's why I want them to step up. I want to be part of the web.
You want them to be miserable, too?
Yes.
If I have to be miserable on social media, you should, too.
That's the spirit.
Misery loves what, Rev? The more people.
So it's on the BJ and Migs Facebook page, but if you don't have...
Instagram as well.
And Instagram as well. Look at us, all over the socials.
Okay, so I don't have socials and you want to know what's up.
Yep, for the first time in my life, I had a root beer float. I don't know why. All these years, I've just never found them to be something that I want to try. I was like, I love ice cream. I love root beer. I don't want to combine the two. I want to enjoy them separately.
And we know that you are that guy that doesn't like to combine your food anyway. Right. So it's not completely a stretch for you to have avoided this.
And so I tried it. Of course, I put it in my mouth immediately. BJ's like, what'd you think? I'm like, I don't know yet. I haven't even processed it.
My taste buds haven't worked yet.
Yeah. And I know. He wasn't quick enough for me. And I was like, you know what, cut.
And I didn't hate it. At first, like I was like, okay, I understand the appeal. It doesn't taste bad, but I still like the two of them separate way better. But as I went along, I started enjoying it more. I think when the ice cream started melting a little bit more in the root beer and it was a little bit softer, I still prefer ice cream separate from my root beer.
And I have to say, I never gave it as much time as you did because I hated it right from the start, and then just didn't have any more back in the day, and I didn't wait for the whole melty part. Maybe that is what I missed that would have endeared me to it.
It's way less nasty than I thought it was going to be.
So now the question is, for me, do you think you could try a different soda and it would change your outlook? Is it the root beer and the cream? Like if you did like a Coke float or a Dr. Pepper float?
Orange soda.
I would think they're about on the same level.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think it would make it worse.
I'm willing to try.
I know it won't make it better.
I'm willing to try the orange and the Coke because I like those better than root beer.
Orange, though, could make it better. Yeah, I do love creamsicle.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Or grape. Grape flavor makes everything better.
Yeah.
Off to the store then.
Okay, then. Grape soda and vanilla. Well, vanilla ice cream, they don't make grape ice cream.
Here's what you do.
They don't.
No, they don't because I've actually looked into this.
Oh, jeez.
It doesn't freeze. Grapes don't do a really good job freezing.
But what
in the
about
ice cream.
artificially flavored grape ice cream? I'm not thinking they're going to actually get grapes.
No, like that's
them up.
part
Why
of the
not?
reason. Like I think Ben and Jerry's tried to once, and yeah,
We're going to have Vicky stomp on the grapes. We're going to do it. We'll put her in a big tub. She'll stomp on the grapes and throw in the ice cream. We want this legit.
Don't they have grape push pops?
But that's not ice cream.
That's the it's
That's
more of
ice
a
cream.
it's a sherbety sort of
It's
situation.
like water based, not like milk or cream based.
You can still put it in.
Literally just searching for grape ice cream on Google, and it's just articles on why grape ice cream isn't a thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's because of Vicky not stomping on the grapes.
Maybe we need to bring it and make it a thing. This could be how we retire.
Yeah, and it could be also how you give everybody an infection.
What kind of infection? I'm not going to be making it like syphilis.
Oh, you're not going to make it with syphilis?
No.
Everybody knows that is the key ingredient in grape ice cream is syphilis.
Makes it freeze.
Come on. I want to try the Coke, the orange flavored Coke float.
Oh,
rather than do the regular orange, I think because I love Coke and I love orange, and then I would love to do a float based on that. Oh man, because they have so many different flavors of cola these days.
I know. I see people always posting. I have some friends that are like on some strange like person mission of like trying every single type of flavor of Coca-Cola.
Yeah,
and some of the ones they share, I'm like, they make a flavor for that, and I'm like, that seems ridiculous.
At more restaurants, I think you need to do a freestyle machine because the Coke freestyle machine is like the greatest invention in human history. I'm sorry, I know polio cure and all that and the vaccines and all that. No, it is the Coca-Cola freestyle machine with the greatest human invention.
Mm-hmm. Oh, so he said strawberry soda floats are the best.
Strawberry?
Oh,
yeah, strawberry cream.
I hate to circle back to the grape flavored ice cream.
Oh, here we go.
Imagine, if you will,
grape
flavored ice cream mixed with a peanut butter swirl. You have a peanut butter and jelly ice cream.
Oh, I've loved that in other forms too. So
right?
Yeah. And then you can throw it in soda?
I mean, you do it. I'm not here to kink shame, but
ooh, grape soda and peanut butter ice cream.
Okay, that's a good way around it.
I don't know.
The peanut butter and jelly float.
I'm willing to try.
Yeah, I'm willing to let you.
What? Do you not like peanut butter and jelly?
I do, but not, I don't know, carbonated peanut butter and jelly ice cream thing. I don't know. With grape, and look, you love grape, and I love grape with butter, but I love strawberry with peanut butter.
The peanut butter whiskey that we had, right?
That was good.
Screwball, yeah, super good.
And then you get it with like a grapish type of a drink.
Yeah, but again, there was no ice cream involved in that.
Imagine if you put a scoop of ice cream in there.
I am, and I'm imagining I'm going to be on the toilet for a few days.
Oh, wow.
Just saying. Just saying. I think that's why I don't want to imagine this anymore, Steve.
Fair.
Not a fair.
All right, well, maybe this isn't our $1 million making.
No, I maybe. Hey, you pick the topic. You guide the show. It is Listeners on the Loose, 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999. More of your calls, more of your texts at 933 on The Rock.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
Wendy's Pretzel Bacon Pub Cheeseburger is back. A flavor spectacle of pretzel proportion. Featuring Applewood smoked bacon and hot and juicy beef. It puts beer cheese on top of Munster cheese and a pretzel bun on top of all that. Simply put, Wendy's Pretzel Pub puts the EAT in greatness. Try one today and see for yourself. Choose wisely. Choose Wendy's Pretzel Bacon Pub Cheeseburger.
For a limited time only at participating Wendy's.
99.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle. It's Listeners on the Loose. You pick the topic, you guide the show. 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999.
Oh, going back to the root beer floats and questions along those lines, because lots of people have stuff to say about this. I love it, man. It's a passionate subject, BJ. So it says, I once had a peanut butter ice cream with a strawberry Fanta, and it was weird, but really good.
Oh, nice. Weird, but good. That's a very odd description, and I don't know how to feel about it.
I feel like that sums up, though, trying that Grey Poupon ice cream. Kind of weird, but really good. And we tried that in the video as well.
Yeah, I like that. It went from, it was strange for 2 seconds, and then I'm like, I want this ice cream all the time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, weird but good.
Yeah.
So it says if we're doing a peanut butter and jelly ice cream, though, you got to go with strawberry. It's the superior jelly.
Yes,
it's trash talk.
Yeah,
Wow.
I have to agree with them, yeah.
Well,
it's not bad.
I think, though, for an ice cream, as we found out, grape doesn't work as an ice cream flavor where strawberry does. So
Grape doesn't work for anything.
What are you talking about? Gum?
No, Tara.
Soda?
It tastes like Dimetab.
Soda?
No.
Gum was your first. That was the first evidence you introduced into your
Grape
case
gum.
there.
Yes.
I love that. Well, the council has decided that exhibit number 1, gum. I rest my
jelly,
case, Your Honor.
Soda.
Okay.
Jolly Ranchers.
Yeah.
All candy for that matter.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Grape is the superior flavor.
Grape is the worst.
Popsicles.
No.
Yeah.
I like grape popsicles more than any of the other ones.
I feel like the Turtles kid has taken over this show.
I like turtles.
I like grape stuff.
I like grapes, all my stuff.
Gatorade.
Yeah. There we go. I mean, he's got you there.
Over here.
He's got you there, buddy.
No.
Oh, my buddy Jake from the gym, he just texted and says, if you like vanilla Coke, you should theoretically like a Coke float. Also, what's up, Steve? It's been a little while.
Oh.
Yeah, I know. I haven't seen you at the gym, Jake. What the hell's going on?
Yeah,
calm
Jake.
down.
What are you doing with all those Coke floats?
Probably working out at night now.
Yeah.
Let's see how it is.
You know, the only thing with the vanilla Coke float is that, because I thought about that flavor too, but it might get hidden with the regular cream of the ice cream. So that's why I like the idea of orange Coke, or even any flavored Coke that's a berry flavor, I think would go well. So I'm excited to try all this whole thing. Especially because I like ice cream.
Non-stop ice cream floats.
Yeah. 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999. It is Listeners on the Loose.
Earlier we were talking about how Golden Tate is now playing baseball for the lefties, the Port Angeles West Coast Baseball League.
Yeah.
Someone says, hey, the guy that owns the lefties also started the Kitsap Blue Jackets in the same league. He was also my head coach when I played baseball at Green River Community College. Shout out to Matt Acker. Go Lefties.
All right, Matt.
So what a fun life Matt's living, just starting up baseball teams.
I wonder if anybody's from those leagues have actually gone on to get into the big leagues.
I have to pull up the Lefties website, but they did have like a list of alumni that have gone on to play in the major leagues.
How cool is that?
Yeah.
Well, then, Golden, I don't know, man. He's a left-hander. If he's got any proficiency at all, like if he can catch, that's usually those are the skills you have first. If you're a good defensive player, that's a start, and then beyond that, who knows?
Okay, in all fairness, I don't know if any of these guys have played in the pros, but they have a few people who have been drafted in the pros.
All right.
So most recently, a guy Carter Lowen from the San Diego Padres.
Oh, okay.
I think Garrett Westberg got drafted by the Mariners back in 2019.
Don't remember that name a whole lot.
And then some other people.
Yeah,
those are the most recent. Those are the most recent names. So I don't know if they've made an appearance anywhere on the show.
Yeah, it's weird with baseball where. Did somebody miss somebody? Like with Russell Wilson, where people really missed Russell. They just thought, we evaluated this guy, and next thing you know, he became what he is right now. And I don't
jerk on social media. Yes.
Yeah. I don't know if baseball has that same phenomenon where somebody can really get discovered like this in a league like that. Or if, Golden Tate somehow does have a skill set to at least be valuable in some way to some team. How cool would that be if all of a sudden somebody recognized, you know what, Golden, we have a spot for you somewhere.
I don't know what his hopes are. I hope that I bet he has a pretty realistic goal of just being able to play baseball again on a competitive level and not have to worry that if this is as far as it goes. This isn't like his meal ticket to his future. Like he's already taken care of, like with football. Like,
yeah.
So this is probably just something like, if something great happens from it, cool. But if not, I get to play baseball at a high level and be competitive and still be playing a sport as opposed to just sitting around. I don't know what he would do if he wasn't doing this, but probably nothing.
Yeah, it's probably a long shot, but when you take a look at some of the batting averages on teams these days, it seems like every team has got at least one or two players that are batting under 200 who are like starters. It's not like they just are, they play every once in a while, utility guy. So, I feel like Golden Tate probably could bat under 200 in Major League Baseball. Maybe I'm crazy and he would bat under 100, but I feel like anybody could bat under 200 if you're a halfway decent athlete.
You also asked if he has a good glove, and one person texted and said, did BJ just ask if a former wide receiver could catch? That is pretty funny.
Yeah, well, it's a little different trying to catch a baseball, but yes, I did.
What do you think is harder? Catching a football that's being like like a Russell Wilson pass or just like a big a pop up into the outfield.
If it's just a regular pop up to the outfield and it's, you don't have sun, and under normal circumstances for both, I gotta think it's more difficult to catch a pass.
I don't know. I'm torn on this one. I almost feel like catching a football, while both being very difficult, especially when you're not coordinated like I am, I feel like catching a football would be easier than catching, because I know I've done it before when we played like that one, when we played, it wasn't softball, it was actually a hardball pitch game at the Everett Aqua Sox with like Lawyer Malloy and some other players. And
was it as the foul balls? Was that
I
the
think
team
it
name?
was. We had some former pros, like Bucky Jacobson was a part of it. And we were just like hitting some pop-ups in the outfield, and I could not gauge where that ball was
really?
coming.
Oh, yeah, that's tough.
And Lawyer Malloy was giving great tips to all of us who were having a very difficult time with this, but I was just like, I was off by a few feet every single time. Whereas a football, I had a little bit of an easier time tracking it.
Oh, I can see that. Yeah, it is sometimes hard to track a baseball if you're in center field. If it's a pop-up to the infield, that's a little easier because it's right in front of you. But yeah, especially when you see a ball go over a guy's head. And they tell you there is a way to judge by how fast it travels up the backstop, but still I could never figure that out.
No, Lawyer Malloy was just like, okay, well, when this happens, start going far. And he was right on everything he was saying. But man, oh man, I was like, dude, you're on another level. You also played baseball for UW.
Yeah.
Well, and judging by it last year when Joe and I took Lily to a game, and everyone in our section stands up and is like, guys, and I'm looking, I don't see anything, and then the ball hits literally 2 seats away from me.
Did it?
It was so close to hitting me, and everyone was like, oh man, you could have gotten that for your daughter. And I was like, I honestly did not see it until I heard it smack the seat next to us.
It's a scary feeling. Like in Tampa Bay, the ball sometimes can hit the ceiling, and you see the outfielders when they go, where the hell did it go? And then it just lands on the field sometimes, and it can hit you in the head. Nothing scarier than losing the ball on a fly like that.
And just with that example, anytime there's a foul ball, it could be going towards the third baseline. I instantly think it's going to hit us, and I'm on the first base side. Like there have been so many times where I'm like, it's coming at us, and it's like nowhere near us.
Yeah. You're right. Yeah, dude, we're probably not the best people to even evaluate whether or not it's tough or not tough.
Someone said the football would be much more difficult. The ball is bigger, yes, but you have a lot more blind spots and people trying to smash your face into a ground.
I was thinking about
I wasn't factoring that part.
No, if he's just throwing you balls with no one coming at you, that's one thing. But if there's people trying to tackle me, that's a baseball for me. That's going to be way easier.
But that's a simple pop-up. If you're asking someone to play like, deep outfield and they have to cover a lot of ground and it's not easy plays, that's a different story when you get those, especially those outfielders like the center fielder who may have has great range. Man, I mean, that to me, then I put that on the same level. But just simple pop-ups, I feel like football gets the edge.
Because I do remember, though, like when we did that for Mike McCready's Crohn's Foundation, the Crohn's and Colitis Foundation, where he did a big charity thing at Seahawks Stadium at Lumen Field now. And it was a flag football game. And so I was on one of the teams, and the team I was on was with Kenny Mayne, which was cool because, like, Kenny Mayne rocks. And he was our quarterback. And in my head, I'm like, oh, this will be fun. And he's like, okay, Steve, I'm going to take 5 steps out, turn around, it's coming right at you. I'm like, sure thing. This is awesome. Kenny Mayne's going to throw me a football. I did not know that Kenny Mayne once played college football. Like, I now do. But I did not realize that this guy has played at a high level and even though he's older, he still has the ability to just throw a football. So I run out, I turn around, and he throws this thing full force to the point where it's coming at me, and I legit screamed. It hit me. I tried to catch it. It bounced off. Kenny Mayne never threw a ball to me ever again after that game.
Yeah,
and I don't blame him.
Yeah, I mean, and I'm surprised you didn't break any ribs.
Dude,
with that ball hitting you like that.
It was the craziest thing to see it come at that speed. And this is Kenny Mayne, who's not an NFL player, and even if he once was, he's many years removed from it. He still could throw the ball.
Yeah, dude.
And then I was like, talking to somebody, I'm like, damn, Kenny Mayne, he's got a good thing. Like, yeah, he played in college.
Oh.
I was like, oh. I should have told him not to throw it to me then.
Yeah, I didn't play even in in my backyard. So don't
so great.
Don't hit me, Kenny. I don't know if you guys saw that video that Kenny did when the Red Sox were playing the Mariners.
I don't think so.
Why Boston's better than Seattle's better than Boston. It's a funny video. I don't know the name of it. I don't know if it was on Root Sports and they released it, or if it was on YouTube or their YouTube channel.
I gotta imagine it's on YouTube.
Yeah, if you look it up, it's really funny.
And is Kenny Mayne just talking about why the Mariner fans are better, or
just why the Mariners or why Seattle's better than Boston? I think that's what it was, like, because they were in Fenway, or actually no, it was probably right before the series here in Seattle, and it's a really funny piece that Kenny did. So if you got a chance, look that up.
Check it down.
Kenny's good comedy, man. You got to give Kenny credit. And of course, spoiler alert: Seattle won the battle.
Kenny always made me feel like he was like if David Letterman was doing sports.
Yes,
he has that David Letterman-esque style of humor, and I love David Letterman, so that's why I always enjoyed Kenny Mayne's stuff on ESPN.
Yeah, it's a good dry humor.
Oh yeah, it's called Tale of the Towns.
Yeah, that's it. That's the one.
Kenny Mayne.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, he did that before the recent series here with the Red Sox visiting Seattle. Yeah. And it was perfect. He was like scoring, like why is Seattle better than Boston? And then he basically talked about different things from each city, and then who gets the win, who doesn't get the win. Very, very funny.
I do like one of the things was clam chowder, and he's like, well, we both have it. I mean, we took it from you guys, but we did it better. Yeah. That's awesome.
Yeah, it's good stuff. And I think if you're a Red Sox fan too, or if you're from Boston, you would appreciate this too, because he's got a lot of iconic stuff about Boston that he mentions. So it's a good piece.
Oh, it's done by the Mariners. Okay.
Yeah, good job, Kenny.
Big game this afternoon, boys.
Oh, whoa, what?
Well, the Mariners are playing at 1 o'clock.
Oh, nice.
All right.
Did you see the 101-year-old lady that threw out the ball?
How crazy was that? My friend told me about that last night.
That was badass.
It was so cool.
She did a better job than you, BJ.
Yes, she did, and I'm not happy about it. Yeah, I mean that was tremendous. My friend was just he was at the game with his kids, and he was like, "Dude, this is unbelievable. They're wheeling out this old lady,
101 years old, Mabel.
It's crazy."
And she, I mean, I don't know what a 101-year-old should walk like, but she's walking like as if like she's in her 50s.
My grandpa was 100, did not make it to 101, and he did not walk half that good. So I'm at that point, I'm like, wow.
The fact she's even walking.
It's crazy.
Here's the thing, though. He said that after she threw the pitch and how they play music, he said after she's 101, after they threw the pitch, they played Gangster's Paradise, which, of course, right there they have, As I Walk Through the Valley of the Shadow of Death, of this poor lady. This is the song you play when I'm out here?
Maybe she picked it.
That would be hysterical if she goes, I don't mind throwing out the first pitch, but can I walk up to Gangster's Paradise?
Yeah, she was a big fan when she was like 80 years old. That was like the big hit.
Look, is that her there?
Yes, that's what I'm talking about, dude. She's running.
Wow, 101, and look, she's in better shape than me.
Yeah.
Right, she doesn't even need walking poles.
You're right, dude.
She got up that mountain, no problem,
dude.
BJ.
That is amazing.
And her toss wasn't bad. I mean,
101.
Yeah.
There's no way I'd put her at 101.
I've seen worse tosses, too.
Wow, yeah.
Right. I mean, 50 Cent has got to look at this and go, at least she got it near the catcher.
Wow, dude, that is unbelievable. I mean,
here comes the toss.
Wow.
Whoop.
Oh, yeah, she throws it better than I do.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Dude, that is just tremendous.
101 years old.
Whoa.
And I love the jersey they gave her. It says number 101 for her jersey number.
Oh, damn, Mabel, you're living whatever you did, you're living the life, girl. What's your secret?
Somebody wrote, can she join our bullpen?
That'd be nice. That's awesome. All right, we have a question that has to be answered. What do Ryan Castle and a tortilla have in common? I'm going to tell you at 9:50 on The Rock.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW. And now, the Ryan Castle question of the day.
What do Ryan Castle and a tortilla have in common?
Corny and slathered in sour cream.
Okay. Yes. That's how I always describe Ryan Castle to people.
Yeah.
So what's he like? He's your new boss. What's he like? He's corny and slathered in cream.
So it says Steve puts his meat and salsa in both of them. That's not true, Johnny V.
Oh, yeah?
I haven't had meat in a while.
Oh, that's a good point. Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
It's true, he hasn't.
Yeah.
Didn't sound right. It's true, he hasn't.
I feel like there's probably going to be a conversation.
You know what? Never going to have it again.
Wow. Hey, have you guys heard about
Meat
this?
eating days are over.
Yeah. Have you guys heard about this latest trend on TikTok? It's called the Tortilla Challenge.
Oh, boy. I assure you I have not.
Does it involve getting hit by a bus or anything crazy?
No, not at all.
Okay.
Yeah, all you need are 2 people and 2 tortillas. And you don't need a cup, so don't worry about that. You basically just slap each other with the tortillas. But the twist is you have to take a drink of water first and keep it in your mouth. And then the other one who basically can hit you hard enough to make you do a spit take, or if you laugh because you can't take it anymore.
Okay, that's pretty funny. I'm seeing some of the videos.
Yeah.
I'm into watching people hurt each other. Cool.
Yeah. Yeah. It's not horrible, actually. Of all the things that, they do, this one here, no one's running in front of cars and no one's getting hurt.
I remember when kids were eating Tide Pods.
Those are the days. I know, man. Those were the days. Hey, Ryan Castle, he's got a 12-pack. That's next.
BJ and Migs play of the day.
So what were your favorite outdoor activities? Like when you guys were running around doing the summer thing, when you were kids, what did you love doing? Because I got a list here. Okay. See where you guys are on this list because they asked a lot of parents who now, of course, have little ones. And it's like, hey, what did you like to do when you were a kid?
Robbing from the smaller children in the neighborhood.
Yes, that's number one.
Wow.
Number one.
It's just like a New York thing or something? Yes. It's what you do in Brooklyn. Yeah. It's a rite of passage. Once you're old enough, you steal from the kids that are younger than you.
BJ and Migs mornings on The Rock 99.9 KISW.
Today's podcast was brought to you by Travis Gagne, bankruptcy attorney. He's here right now and has agreed to answer more of your questions about bankruptcy. If I call Travis, will I actually see him or someone who works for him?
Absolutely. When you come in to see my office, when you first call in, my staff will try to help you with any basic questions that you have. I can give you a call back, but they'll usually try to schedule you for a free consultation with me, the attorney, and I'll meet with you personally. We'll talk about the basics of your case, and I'll take you through a question and answer session that an interview that usually lasts about 30 minutes. We'll get the basics of your financial situation. I can answer your questions, and we can talk about whether bankruptcy makes sense, your non-bankruptcy options, and how bankruptcy could affect you, what the process is.
Thanks, Travis. If you have more questions about bankruptcy, you can reach out to Travis anytime at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com. Thanks for listening.
Wendy's Pretzel Bacon Pub Cheeseburger is back. A flavor spectacle of pretzel proportion. Featuring applewood smoked bacon and hot and juicy beef. It puts beer cheese on top of Munster cheese and a pretzel bun on top of all that. Simply put, Wendy's Pretzel Pub puts the EAT in greatness. Try one today and see for yourself. Choose wisely. Choose Wendy's Pretzel Bacon Pub Cheeseburger.
For a limited time only at participating Wendy's.